Welcome back to Psychic Celluloid Signals. In this obscure film review, I'm going to be taking a look at the 1969 short film called Alice in Acidland. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a huge fan of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and I'm generally interested in films relating to the story. When I saw this movie at a local record shop, I just had to pick it up. It would be sort of pointless giving a synopsis, because frankly, there isn't much of a plot here to sum up. I'll try to highlight some of the key points in this little movie, and maybe even extract some sort of a moral. First, I'll mention to anyone intending to check this movie out, it does have a lot of nudity. Much of this movie is centered around free love hippie culture and acid. When the nudity isn't as explicit as what you may find in some modern films, the duration on screen is fairly long. The film looks a lot like an acid version of Reefer Madness to me. You have a group of people who are probably otherwise harmless, who met with all sorts of tragedy as a result of drug use. Alice's boyfriend takes on a rapey vibe, which results in his nickname Animal. Looks like we got a badass here. One of Alice's friends also commits suicide, though we don't actually see this on screen at all, and well, I'll let you guys check out the rest if you're so inclined. I'll also add that this film could have been seen as a pretty strange coming-of-age story, as in the beginning Alice has a childlike innocence, but clearly does not by the end. One thing that I liked about this film was that it seemed sort of self-aware. The narrator has this sort of storytelling that almost implied that he knew how out of proportion the story was. Obviously, we know that drugs can be bad, okay? But what happens in this film was over the top. The self-awareness made the narration amusing to me, and it felt sort of like when Jack Nicholson's character in Easy Rider asks Peter Fonda if the joint he's about to smoke will lead to harder things. Another pretty cool choice had to do with the color. Most of the film is shot in black and white, but towards the end, Alice turns on, tunes in, and drops out. This film fades into color. I thought that it was a pretty clever way of conveying what was going on, and it also likely saved them money in shooting. In the end, I find that it's hard to recommend this film to most people. The pacing felt pretty slow, despite the only 55-minute long playtime. Unlike in the movie Reefer Madness, there really wasn't much going on in this film. Despite this, I would say if you're someone who craves films that are really out there and far from the Hollywood beaten path, check this out. Also, I'll add that the flick has almost nothing to do with Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, save for the protagonist's name and some references to the story sprinkled into the narration. So don't seek this out if you're a fan of Lewis Carroll's Alice, unless you're like me and you want to see literally anything remotely related. Hey guys, if you want to see more obscure movie reviews and other cinematic content, hit that subscribe button. If you've got any suggestions for any groovy, out-of-this-world film for me to check out, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.